Happy Friday, everyone. It is episode 91, and that rhymes. We're back with the weekly recap. How are you doing today, Madalena?
I'm doing good. Mentally preparing myself for the cold weather. I can definitely sense how the temperatures are dropping these days. Unfortunately, the long summer days are gone. As you can see, I'm having long sleeves. I can see you are wearing long sleeves as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I woke up till 10 Celsius this morning, and so the sweaters are out, the clouds are back, and I'm like, not loving it. So what's your temperature at?
I think it's not that low. I think it's probably still about 13 degrees Celsius, so maybe 15, like midday. So it's not that bad, but definitely lower than previous weeks.
We'll float up. I mean, it's only 9 a.m. for me. It'll be 14, 13 by midday here. So pretty close. But yeah, I'm feeling it. And hopefully everyone else is walking into fall or getting ready for spring if you're on the other side of the world. But man, I'm actually not traveling. I'm loving this. I'm home this week, which is great.
I can see you are in your office, back to the office.
Yeah.
Rick, I wanted to mention something. I checked the comments on the previous recap and no one came up with any idea, at least just yet, for our recap number 100.
Yeah, we need some special ideas. We have one special idea that we're not going to tell everybody just yet. We have one special idea that we're going with.
Yeah.
But if there's any special ideas that you think we can incorporate to episode 100, which would be in about 9 weeks time, so close to the end of the year, right? Probably like late November. I'm bad with calendar math, but
I do believe it's the beginning of December.
That thing, yes. If it's the actual first week of December, I'm scheduled to be in Ireland, so we do have one U.S. holiday, so I may space it so that I know that I'm going to be home, because if I'm going to do what our special thing is, we'd have to, I need proper setup. So we'll see. But if there's anything you want special for the 100th episode, let us know. Drop it in the comments. So yeah.
Yes, definitely calling out all members to help us out on this one. Indeed. And you know what, Rick, I'm super excited about one particular special department news today, but I'm going to just give a sneak peek on that. It has to do with VMC training and certifications. And yeah, guys, stay tuned. We have a big surprise for you.
We do. In fact, that's I need to get my credential updated, Maddie. I'm a little bit obsolete. I took the very first pilot course and I passed. I'm great. But we've had many releases of Veeam since then. And now we're getting into the annual program. It's not really tied to a release, it's tied to a calendar year. So anyways, yeah, hopefully everyone, training and certification, very important for the long haul of your IT career. Stay tuned for more. All right, well, let's take a look at the community. And we've got two different things this week that are more discussion boards. And Brian starts with a really cool thing about how Michael Paul saved my bacon. What in the heck just happened here with this post?
That's just a great title. First of all, I absolutely loved it. But yeah, the Veeam backup service refused to start because of a host name change. Veeam was trying to connect to an SQL database using a host name that obviously no longer existed. So yeah. Then I believe Michael wrote an article about that we actually mentioned in one of our previous recaps. Yeah. And of course, what we loved about this post is the fact that members can actually use the resources from other members to resolve, real life issues for their customers. How great it is to see that, right?
This is great. And you know what's crazy is I've actually had this happen to me myself, and I fixed it a different way, but probably took longer than, Regner's got a picture. That's new. Anyways, I probably fixed this a different way, but Michael Paul, thank you for sharing that a long time ago. And Brian, thank you for rehashing this one. So this was great. I think this was an awesome one.
This was awesome one. And also, I absolutely loved Mateu's comment. I don't know if you saw that, but he says, may the Veeam community be with you. How great is that?
Right, that's true. A Star Wars reference will always garner a like from me. That's for sure. So yeah, indeed. Awesome. And you know what? And actually, this is Scott is coming back around here. This is a good one. This is why I try to read every post, because it can trigger something in your brain. I've seen this. It's like deja vu and amnesia at the same time, Madalena. I think I forgot this before, and to come here for whoop whoop. This is why we're here. I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Now this is a cool one. Speaking of Scott started another discussion of the largest. Look how many comments. This is great.
That was your pick.
Yeah, Rick, I picked this one because he's got one at 115 terabytes. That's crazy. It took a while, but it worked fine. That's crazy. So I actually need to reach out to Scott, because internally we don't really track this type of stuff. Now there is if people open a support case, we do gather some data through a big data database, but we really don't know. We don't have a dial home for this type of stuff. I was aware, I put it down here. What did I put down here? Because I was aware of a 98 terabyte VM, so I need to reach out to you, Scott. I'm also aware of a 0.5 petabyte physical server, right? So, it's crazy, right? Some of the sizes, and I love pushing the limits of Veeam software. And so there's some great shares in here, and it makes me think about also, then you couple like the Beat the Ghost Dev challenge we did at Veeam On, for example, and the way that Falco and Jochen have really pushed the limits of how fast a software-only solution can go. So great discussion here, Scott. Thanks for sharing.
Great. Thank you, Scott. And it's actually great to see Scott with a lot of great posts lately.
Not gonna lie, Scott's kind of moving up on the leaderboard. I don't know where he's sitting, but he's moving. Well, he's getting there. All right, he's got 3 badges, which, by the way, everyone, we're working on badges.
Yes.
Drop a little secret there. Working on that. Cool. Thank you so much for starting that discussion, Scott. In fact, I'm going to follow up with you on that big one, because that's higher than what we internally have in our own little world of what we know of. Milder, an old post, made new again. Why is this one relevant, Maddie?
Yes, so our detective Milder shared this post a year ago, but and I'm sure many of you already read this post and are already aware of whatever he's talking in here, but we are close to the date, to the 1st of October, so I guess it is a good reminder for the community. Basically, effective 1st of October, Microsoft will begin to permanently disable basic auth in all tenants, regardless of usage. And Milder is explaining the relevance to our Veeam Backup Office 365 installation. So I do believe that's a great reminder for everyone in case you forgot about it.
Yep. And then this other post that's related, I love the logic of the platform already correlating these related topics. Regnor's post here, again, that picture, that's awesome. He's saying, only 9 months ago about how people are already starting, right? So what do you need to do, etc. So start here. This is something that in a month or so, actually, no, this is next week. This is Friday.
Saturday, yes. Saturday, yes.
That's October 1. So yeah, still relevant. Thank you, Detective Milder. So that's 3. So we're not really breaking the rule now.
Today we are not going to break the rule.
We've got a lot of special department news, and you already hinted at one of them. But I will also bring up that in 2 weeks' time is Microsoft Ignite. And I can tell you, Maddie, there's been an incredible amount of interest for this event. It's been hybrid the last 2 years. They are officially still hybrid with the ultra select part of attendees that are allowed to go to the Seattle experience, whatever. But I have a vacation booked, and myself as an MVP, I can't reach it, but my MVP mug is over there. But I was really bummed because it's really a big deal as a MVP to get to go to Microsoft Ignite. So I have my vacation booked in Scotland, which should be an interesting recap record, by the way.
Absolutely.
And this is coming up in 2 weeks' time. I just recorded 2 sessions. One was about immutability coming in V12, and the other was a quick little interview about immutability again with Azure and some of the new things we have coming. But are we really doing the t-shirt again? Looks like.
Yes, and not only the t-shirt. It seems like if you register with Veeam, you get a chance to win a Canon camera and few other great prizes. So it's not only the t-shirt. So
okay, all right. Now you got my attention. I was like, another t-shirt.
But that t-shirt is so nice. I like it. I have one.
Oh, the t-shirt. You should talk to the event team about the t-shirts. Anyways, no, that's cool. I didn't know about that additional swag, but I will tell you the hybrid experience for Microsoft Ignite, everybody can register here. I've already registered as a speaker, but basically, well, they don't really tell you that much about the you can register, but it looks like if you go maybe we can get a little bit more information. Yeah, there you go. So you get a good preview of the event here. A lot of people, I'm really upset they don't have my picture up there, but anyways, it's going to be a great Microsoft focused event. So if you're into the Azure M365 as well as other Microsoft services, definitely check out Ignite. It's free to attend the hybrid experience. So cool. Thank you for bringing this to our attention, Christian. I'll give you a like. Yeah. All right. Next piece of special department, the notorious KGG. He is doing a preview, and for those of you who watch, I'll try to embed it in the post as well, but right around the 5-minute mark, he goes in and gives a preview of the Veeam 100, and I can't really pass the audio through, but you know, what caught your eye about Jeff's video of the week?
So Rick, as we are getting ready for our Veeam 100 Summit in Prague, Jeff in here creates an awesome video about what is Veeam 100 and why is that important. And I would like people to actually play it from minute 5:10. I think you said you're going to embed it anyway from that minute and get the idea on the message Jeff is actually trying to transmit as a member of the program. I really loved it. I'm going to just leave everyone to watch it. I'm not going to necessarily share a lot of it, but I'm telling you, this is really great content. So great job, Jeff.
I don't know what Jeff is doing, but literally on the YouTube app on my smart TV at home, like when I go to sit down and relax after my beautiful days of work, I turn on the telly, go to the YouTube app, and I'm wanting to like read information about, you know, some of the recreational travel things I like to do, cooking, I like to do that. But you know what I see, Maddie? I see Jeff. And I watch this video because it just comes right up. And I'm sitting there watching a video at home about Jeff talking about me. And I'm like, this is just weird. But I did like that video, Jeff. So I gave you a like in YouTube as well. So thank you for sharing that. But, you know, the Veeam 100, just for the people watching the recap, that's a loose term. That's a collection of the Veeam Legends, which we feature so often here in the Community Hub, the Veeam Vanguards, which really have their external identities, and then the Veeam MVPs, which are employees who are really behaving like some of those other 2 identities. And we really work hard from a community perspective to enrich, engage, and enable them. So thank you for your preview post of that, Jeff. I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's see if let's go into special department news, and I had my slides all wrong. So, Maddie, tell me about some of the professional certifications. You mentioned this in the preview, but the VMCD, VMCA, why is that relevant right now?
Well, this is the big news we were talking about, right? So I am definitely super excited about this, and I'm sure everyone in our community heard of VMC and VMCA professional certifications. Basically, the VMCA for engineers is just like a technical deep dive on how to deploy, configure, and administer Veeam availability suite, while the VMCA teaches architects on the size, the scope, design, optimize, automate, and troubleshoot a Veeam availability suite deployment. Actually, as I could see, a lot of Veeam 100 and VUG leader are VMCE and VMCA certified, which is actually great. But for the ones that are not, we have a surprise. But before we announce the surprise, maybe you can talk a little bit about the benefits of Veeam education professional certifications.
Well, just like any IT certification, Maddie, having like, the 3 letters, 4 letters that say that, this individual has at least gone through the curriculum and passed the course, that's an incredible boost, supplemented with experience. And one thing I can say about the VMCE and the VMCA is you almost have to have experience as well. I know in other disciplines, there's this phrase, we call it textbook credential, whatever the credential is. Some of them, you can get the credential without the experience, so they sold me the book, right? The Veeam one, you really have to have some hands-on experience to supplement, to get to the credential. But for our partners and for our employees, this is really going to give our customers and our partners, this will give ROI for their Veeam deployments. It can help you retain your talent and develop yourself as an individual. I think if you're in a job, partner or end user, doing the extra effort for a certification is a vehicle to help push you in terms of momentum, right? Especially after the last 2 years, right? A lot of things have been kind of flat for a lot of people, not too many things changing. But if you take the initiative, to go and do something, you'll help bolster yourself as an employee. I know I, as a manager, appreciate that. You can also self-solve things quicker. You have really some confidence in what you're doing. That's actually very important with the data you touch. And honestly, you're prepared for response. Side note, when I talk to people who respond to like ransomware and things like that, half the time they don't even know about recovery mechanisms other than file level and whole system recovery. And there's 91 different ways to recover. So having that confidence to get out of problems is really good. And then it's all about the street cred, so you'll have some visibility and some credibility in that regard. So that's my little rant on benefits of education.
Wow, that's great. I like that. And I'm pretty sure that's super useful for everyone that didn't know about, these professional certifications, but like in general about like education benefits, but let's do this announcement. Let's not tease anymore the members. So what we are going to do is we are going to select 12 members from the community, which they have to have a Vanguard, Legends, or VUG leader status, and they are going to receive a 3 days VMC training for free. Well, the selection is based on how active members were in the community, as well as on their own premises in Vanguard's case, right? Sharing Veeam quality content, engaging, supporting the community. So what do you think about that, Rick?
I think, when we get the individuals identified for that, there's a couple of considerations because we're not quite sure the format. Is it in person? Is it online? What time zone is it going to be? There's some logistical challenges, but this is a great benefit, and I always, Maddie, work backwards into the mechanics of why. Why does someone be a user group leader or start a blog or start an external identity or engage in a Veeam community and become something like a Veeam 100, or same with any of the other industry advocate programs out there? It's like really to better themselves, right? They want to better their position, these types of benefits, right here on the screen. Certification is actually really similar to that of those extracurricular social identity things. And so if we, as a program team, what we do here in our Veeam community operations department, not really, but we'll call it that, if we can funnel back into the audience these really awesome benefits, that's what it's all about. So no, we're happy to do that. So great milestone here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to the new people.
I'm not going to forget it. I'm not going to forget it this time, Maddie, I promise. So we are welcoming plus 56 new users. And actually, one person messaged me privately, what's with the plus? Well, actually, sometimes we go and do remove people. We actually found a couple of people who have left as an employee and their email address is still there. And I know they can't get it and they haven't logged in for a while. So we actually do clean up, by the way. But we are welcoming 56 new users. Now, this isn't a huge number, but Maddie, within this small body, there's a lot of cool usernames. In fact, I got 7. Backup Team, Big Blue Stew, Newbie Guy, Terabyte 33, Veeam Restore, I like that one, Cold Circle, and Cat's Kingdom. I mean, you can even just keep Joy. That's fun. You know, it's like, special welcome. Let me get the laser pointer active. This one, Aubrey Galen. She's one of the Veeam teamers. She's going to be helping out with the Veeam 100 Summit. So she's locked in here. But yeah, I mean, it's just so many cool usernames. I don't know. All of them are cool. Anyways, big welcome to everyone here. And hopefully, when I welcome you in the message here, the post, it's not too annoying. One person's like, don't mention me. I'm like, I'm only going to do it once. So anyways. So
yeah, I know, right? But I think it's just, like a nice gesture from us to mention them and to welcome them. So I think most of the people would be happy with the gesture.
Yeah, side note, all I'm really trying to do is just let everybody know about the recap. So that's why I do it. So there's that. So.
Well, you have your reasons. And I think,
reasons, yes.
I think it's also a nice gesture. Yeah.
Yeah, seeing who's joining. That's actually important for us because one of the things we do as new members come in, if we see employees, we mark them access to the employee area. If I see someone who's like, say, a Vanguard finally joining here, I'll make sure they get access to the Veeam 100 groups. I watch out for any problems, you can see there's not many. I haven't had any, but I look for them, those types of things. So it's just, screening what happens. And we're getting close, Maddie, to the 14K mark too. So
yeah, another milestone. Yeah. So many milestones. That's amazing.
Indeed.
I love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Maddie, for helping curate the content this week.
Thank you, Rick.
All right, everyone, have a great weekend, and we'll see you at 92.